Hi friends, today we're talking about Chanel makeup and how the quality of Chanel makeup has been changing over the past couple of years and how this affects us as customers. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I love Chanel makeup and I'm a faithful customer of Chanel. In the past 10 years, I've tried everything from Chanel, from skincare, makeup and fragrances with very few exceptions. I keep repurchasing old products that I like, and this gives me the opportunity to be able to assess Chanel's makeup as a customer and from a customer point of view. I have been noticing a lot of changes lately overall in the beauty industry, but also with Chanel makeup. If you scroll back in my videos, you're going to see that probably 70-80% of the content that I make on this channel is dedicated to Chanel makeup, and I show a lot of their products, and I'm usually quite happy. I'm usually quite generous with my assessments to Chanel makeup, but there are certain changes that I've noticed in the past couple of years that I have to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Please take a moment to subscribe if you enjoy luxury beauty and high quality makeup. Here we love to talk about all things beauty, and I would love to welcome you to our community. If you're returning, welcome back, beautiful friends. I have been wanting to film this video for a few months now, but I wanted to make sure that the information that I'm going to give you is going to be accurate. The whole beauty industry has been changing in the past few years, and a lot of makeup brands started to reformulate their whole makeup line. We have good examples here of Dior, who nearly ruined a lot of their staple and timeless makeup products to make them more clean, to make them more natural. And with this whole process of going into the clean beauty direction, which is good in general, it's good. A lot of brands were not able to keep the quality of their makeup products. And unfortunately, I have to admit that lately Chanel has been one of those brands as well. Chanel is one of the makeup brands that has always been very innovative, and they have always had some timeless makeup products that are very suitable for working professionals like myself, people who enjoy makeup, but at the same time they have to look elegant, put together, and they want to have products that are easy to use and give the best results. After all, that's what you're paying for when you buy luxury makeup. You have to buy the quality, the packaging, and you have to buy high-performing products and not your typical products that you're going to grab from the drugstore, and with some products you have to work for them so that they are going to work. With luxury makeup, you pay for the quality. You pay for the luxury experience for the brand, but you also have to pay for the quality of the product. And what has been going on with Chanel lately? They jumped on the clean wagon and they started to reformulate some of their makeup products quietly without even mentioning this to the public, I believe, because I keep repurchasing some of the makeup products very often. And while some of the changes have been announced, there are certain changes and certain reformulations that I feel were not announced, and I can feel this with the quality of the products. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm a faithful Chanel customer, and I have been faithful to Chanel for the past 10 years. Most of the money that I spend about beauty products go to Chanel as a brand. And I have seen certain changes. I have a rule that I'm repurchasing my foundations around December to January. And my last foundations in the last couple of years, the foundations that I have been purchasing, they go bad very quickly. Usually with Chanel's foundations, a 12-month period of time is good. The foundation is good to be used. Even after that, in the past, I was not seeing any changes in my Chanel foundations after the 12-month period of time. They were still good to use, but I would throw them away, declutter them, and get a new one, because this is something that you put on your face, and I always respect my face, respect my skin, and I always treat especially my foundations like a skincare product. This is something that sits on your skin the whole day, so you want it to be fresh and good. Lately, I have been noticing that my foundations go bad in around the 6 months, which is not something that I appreciate. I want to mention two of my most used foundations here, and if you have been following my channel, you probably have seen these foundations countless times because these are my most used and my most repurchased complexion products. This is the Water Fresh Tint and the Numero Un de Chanel foundation. I know that people are tired of seeing these foundations and these products on my channel, but this is what I use normally daily. And I usually repurchase these foundations around December to January. This is when I restock foundations, and not because they went bad or not because I finished them. I never go through a full bottle of foundation. That's going to happen very rarely, but I know that it's wise to replace your complexion products every 12 months, regardless of whether you use them or didn't use them. And even if they still smell good, if they still perform well. So at the time of replacement, these foundations would smell good, they would perform good, I would just declutter them, and it's my choice to do so. Right now, the last Numero Un de Chanel foundation that I purchased was, I believe it was early January or maybe late December, I cannot really remember. And it's been what? Less than 6 months until now, until today, the time when I'm filming the video. And in the past couple of weeks, a few weeks, I'm noticing a funny smell on the foundation, which means that it's time to declutter it. And this has never ever happened to me with Chanel foundation. And initially I was thinking that I was doing something wrong because this first started to happen with my Water Fresh tints. I started to feel a little bit different scent and slightly different scent. These are generally not scented, but when I apply it to my face, I start to feel a little bit of an off kind of scent to my face. It disappears quickly, and I was thinking, don't I store them correctly? So I have been repurchasing these. In the past year and a half, I have been repurchasing these products because this is my most used complexion product. I have been repurchasing them like every 5-6 months. I start to feel this funny scent. And it turns out that even though on the bottle it doesn't say actually the shelf life of this one, but it used to be like 1 year. I'm pretty sure that it's 1 year. This is for all Chanel foundations. It turns out that this one is now good for around 6 months, and it starts to go a little bit bad. It performs well, but I don't like to have a little bit of an off scent to my skin. And I still have some old ones that I haven't decluttered from a couple of years ago. This was not the case. They still smell perfect. They are still as good, which means that there has been a quiet reformulation because I'm getting a lot of bottles from these. I keep repurchasing them. Same happened with my Numero Un de Chanel foundation that I purchased in the beginning of the year. It now does feel a little bit, it has a signature scent, but the scent is starting to get a little bit worse. Initially, I was thinking that this was because my allergies are acting up, or because of my allergies, or maybe I'm just imagining it, but no, I'm not imagining it. Even in the past week, I feel like it started to slightly stick into my pores. Next, we're moving on to the eyeshadow palettes, and I believe a month and a half ago or a couple of months ago, I alarmed you that all of the eyeshadow quotes on Chanel's website, the Tissé formula eyeshadows, were listed as limited edition, which to me, I was thinking at that time that they were planning to discontinue these eyeshadows. So I made a video and I alarmed you because I know that just like me, a lot of you rely on these eyeshadow palettes. They are timeless, beautiful, they have the best performance, and they look very elegant on the eyes. And I know that a lot of you would have wanted to repurchase them, so I wanted to alarm you very quickly. But a few weeks after that, they reappeared on the website and they did not mention about the reformulation. Of course, I panicked and I wanted to restock my favorite eyeshadow palettes from Chanel. And I purchased a few eyeshadow palettes, and one of them was with the same old good quality, great quality, and a couple of other eyeshadow palettes, the new ones that I purchased, were not the same quality. It's just that I don't enjoy using them as much. They are still as beautiful. The colors are the same with very slight differences in some of the colors, but this is normal. With all batches, it's normal that with a new batch, you might have the slightest difference in the color. The color is essentially the same, but they can never absolutely 100% replicate. So with different batches, you might have some minor differences. And if you're like me and you repurchase one thing, you might notice these differences. Here I'm talking about a bigger difference, not minor difference in some of the colors and that I like, but I'm talking about a difference in the quality, the way they apply to my eyes. It's just not the same. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to repurchase again because I haven't been reaching for these two new eyeshadow palettes that I repurchased. They are old ones. I have been repurchasing them for a few times, probably over the past 10 years, maybe at least like 3 times I have been repurchasing these eyeshadow palettes, but I'm not willing to repurchase again, which means that for me, the only conclusion that I can make is that there might have been a quiet reformulation. And it makes sense because all of the brands started to go into the clean direction and started to reformulate their makeup line. And there are certain brands that are all clean beauty, dedicated to clean beauty, such as Carewise, Westman Atelier, RMS. These are all clean beauty brands. But let's say with Carewise products, I, for example, have blushes that I still haven't decluttered from 3 years ago and they still smell amazing. Not that I use them, I'm not going to use them, but they still smell good. So you can safely use the clean beauty. If it's a high quality clean beauty, you can safely use it for 12 months. And there are other products as well, such as some products from Kosas that I know a lot of people love, and I absolutely love the quality as well, but they go bad in like a few months, which makes the product incredibly expensive. Also, Chanel recently reformulated their lip liners, their eyeliners, and I purchased some of them, and unfortunately I have to alarm you that the lip liners, for example, and the eyeliners, they are a little bit more firm. And I noticed that in the past I could use a Chanel eyeliner and lip liner for a few years because you just sharpen it, and these are the products that I don't repurchase every year, but I just sharpen them and I keep using them for a few years. And right now, the new lip liners and eyeliners that I have been purchasing from Chanel, especially in the past 6, 7 months, 8 months, they dry in like a few months. And I have sensitive lips, sensitive eyes, and I find that I have to constantly sharpen them to get something that's more softer. So I just don't use them anymore. I reach for other products because they feel very firm on my lips and on my arms. And I don't like the quality, and I feel like the quality has been changed. And this is all, I believe, because of all of these quiet reformulations that have been going on, which was expected, of course. Now, what does it mean for Chanel makeup? I'm still going to keep reviewing Chanel makeup on my channel. I still love the brand. I still am going to buy and use the products, but I just want to alarm you that if you buy Chanel makeup, obviously you may buy some of the newer products and better use them. If you buy them, let's say like foundation, this one is a beautiful foundation. Am I going to repurchase it? Yes. Do I feel sad that I have to spend all that money barely like 5 months after I purchased a new bottle of this one? Yes, I feel sad because this is money and makeup is becoming more and more expensive, which makes that I'm going to look for new brands as well. And I find myself, actually, I'm a working professional. Now, YouTube is not my full-time job, even though this is a very big part of my life, very important part of my life. And here I've created a wonderful community with very meaningful connections and a community of friends. But I want to warn you, as my friends, that I want to explore other makeup as well, because in my daily life as a working professional, I start using other makeup brands. And in the past, I was using Chanel makeup daily. Now I can go for weeks without using Chanel makeup just because, as I mentioned, the quality of some products has changed. Now let's talk about the new collection, the new Les Beiges Summer 2024 makeup collection with the 5 beautiful Healthy Glow powders. Now these powders are oversized and I'm very excited for this launch. For sure I'm going to review these palettes and I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 of them to review for you. Let me know in the comments, by the way, which ones you would like to see on my channel. I'm very tempted by all of them. And I have no doubts that this is going to be a beautiful makeup product. But it's not something unique. So I start to wonder, have Chanel lost their magic? Because in the past they used to make such beautiful makeup products that would feel very luxurious. And some of the products would even have included little kabuki brushes. Some of their powders would have included this little very luxurious kabuki brushes or pouches. And this was going to make the whole experience, wow, you're buying a Chanel makeup product and it makes you feel like a princess. It makes you feel like a very special person. Right now, this oversized powders come just in a box and you're just opening it and, you know, the eyeshadow, the palette just pops out, especially the oversized palettes with no protective pouch. I know that some people don't use them, but I travel a lot and I like to use them. I also used to like the touch that Chanel and Dior makeup used to have in the past, like with their highlighters or with their powders. They would come with a little very luxurious kabuki brush that you could use for years. I have some kabuki brushes from Chanel and Dior that are 10 years old. I still use them. I still absolutely love them. So imagine the quality. Back then we were paying for quality, and right now the quality is suffering a little bit. I have to admit that. And here I'm going to quote Aristotle saying, Plato is a dear friend, but the truth is more dear to me. Well, there are a lot of translations of this Latin sentence, but I would say for myself, Chanel is precious to me, but the truth is more precious. And the truth has been that I think Chanel have been losing their inspiration lately, or they could not find and they cannot find the right inspiration lately. We have been teased about the Comet's collectives. They took over Chanel's makeup atelier since the beginning of this year. We are seeing makeup collections that are made from Chanel's Comet's collective. And we were expecting, or I was expecting something huge, because there was a huge, marketing campaign teasing us that these are 3 girls, young, fresh look on the makeup. And I'm very open-minded. I'm all for giving chances to young professionals. And I myself am working professional, and I know what are the difficulties with young people. But I also know that young people are not the best to be leaders in industry. And here, these 3 young girls are absolutely stunning. They're absolutely gorgeous. They created the beautiful spring makeup collection that featured 2 very fun eyeshadow palettes. But also I have to acknowledge the fact that a lot of us working women and customers of Chanel, 30 plus years old, working professionals, you couldn't wear this in the office, right? It's just makeup for fun. And most of the time, I had fun. I had a lot of fun with this collection, and I made a lot of videos featuring products with this collection, showing you how to use them, inspiring you. But to be honest, this is not something that I would repurchase. This is not something that, if it was part of the permanent collection, I wouldn't buy it again. No, absolutely not. And they are fun, but just for a while, It's fun for a weekend. And Chanel jumping on the makeup trends. Usually Chanel was the makeup brand that was not following trends. It was makeup brands of the timeless, elegant, beautiful makeup of strong, independent women, celebrating the strong, independent women. This is why most of my makeup was from Chanel. It would make me feel good. Good performance, not following trends. Now they are jumping on every trend. The mermaid makeup, that's the newest trend, and it's going to last for a weekend. But I haven't seen And I hope that I'm going to see in the future something that Comets Collective are going to create that is going to be timeless and that I'm going to want to repurchase. I also enjoy the lipsticks that they created, the Le Nuit Blanche collection, the lipstick collection. The lipsticks are still good. I'm happy to announce that. And I purchased some new lipsticks lately from Chanel, repurchased. The lipsticks and the lip glosses are still good, but the lip liners not so. So I wouldn't recommend them anymore. And now seeing what we have for Les Beiges, even though this oversized Healthy Glow palettes are beautiful, I wouldn't make them oversized because the luxury feel, and there is no luxury feel in the oversized palettes. This is something that what am I supposed to take it to the beach? I'm not going to be using makeup on the beach. Even though the concept is beautiful, I would much prefer if this was in a luxurious small compact so that I can enjoy and buy 3 palettes if I didn't have a YouTube channel and enjoy more colors. They made them oversized, and the product is not a lot. It looks like a lot, but it's not much more than the original palette. This is just a way to make you pay more for less product. This is the truth, unfortunately. Again, Chanel is precious. Truth is more precious to me. And with these oversized palettes, I would make it in a small compact, and I would add a little kabuki brush so that I could feel like a princess, so that I could feel really special when I use this product. Now with the oversized palettes, I'm excited to review them for you. I'm excited to buy them. But you know what? I'm pretty sure that I'm going to forget about these palettes in like a month and stop using them just because it's like this big oversized. I have a few of these that they released, and I don't know, I actually know if from a business point of view it makes sense that they insist on the oversized palettes, because these oversized palettes, they cost a lot more. We pay more money and we get less. And let's say if you're like me and if you want to buy 3 products, imagine it's going to be like €300, $300 for 3 palettes. Makeup is becoming more expensive. And then we have the next newness from Chanel. They re-released their mono eyeshadows. Why? They were good enough, I think. I don't think that the new ones are going to be much better than the old ones, but what this means is that for Chanel's faithful customers, they're going to want to buy it. This is also going to trigger a lot of YouTube videos of people reviewing this collection, reviewing these mono eyeshadows, and this is going to make a lot of people buy from these mono eyeshadows. And I have to be honest with you, I am the biggest fan of Chanel. If I don't have a YouTube channel, I wouldn't buy them. I wouldn't bother to buy them. This is not something new. It's not something unique. It's just a quick way to make money, and I'm so sorry to say that about Chanel. But it starts to be the brand that is losing the luxury feel for me. So we're coming to the point where I want to invite you on a journey to discover the best makeup products, and I have new brands that I want to show you, some new makeup that I have been using in the past like a year. I started to transition into using different brands, different products that I really like, that I really enjoy. So I want to expand a little bit more. I know that you guys, a lot of you come here on my channel to watch Chanel makeup, but I would like to invite you to watch my other videos as well, because I promise that I'm going to show a lot of timeless makeup. And I have a big announcement to make at the end of this video. I'm starting new series very soon, so make sure to subscribe, turn the notification bell on. These series are going to be something new. I'm very excited to share more with you, and I'm not going to say more. Just make sure to turn the notification bell on. I would like to invite all of you on a journey to discover the best makeup products. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I would love to hear your thoughts. What is your experience lately with Chanel makeup? I know that a lot of you have been feeling the same way because I read all of your comments. I would say that I'm proud that we created a friendly community here, a safe community where everyone can tell their opinion, and I don't feel offended if you do not agree with me. As long as we are respectful with each other, we can share our opinion, because over the years we grow together. And through your comments and through your recommendations for my videos become better. I improve myself. I find new products, and I think that my reviews become better when I have these discussions with you. So don't be shy. Leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I care about your opinion. And wait for my review of the new Chanel Les Beiges Summer 2024 makeup collection. Until next time, bye.